Yo. All right, screw the intro. Ain't got a lot of time. I realize that Mr. Hawk is going live and he's probably messaging me right now, like, hey, I'm going live soon. But I wanted to get some time in, so he's probably messaging me right now. Yeah. Yes, I know. ah, look, haha. He's see, I knew he was gonna message me. I'll try to like do the thing where you send people over, but you'll have to probably tell me how to do it. Anyways, guys, what is going on? I just got back in tonight. Like I just literally got here. So um I just got back from the ASIC farm. I fixed a few ASICs over there. Some ASICs that were having some problems. You know how it goes. Um yeah, I know because I don't want to get into it. He has this YouTube etiquette. So I already knew that he was gonna do this. Yes, I know you all too well. Um, but man, HiveOS, and I know everyone's gonna be like Crypto Craig throwing the troll right at the beginning. Pay more, get less. But I mean, look, I'm not mad. You know what I mean? I mean, this happens with companies, right? All companies, right? Even bigger, way bigger corporations than HiveOS have issues with their databases and infrastructure. Things go down and, stuff happens, right? Now, obviously, as a company, though, right, they need to learn from this and be better prepared, right? So hopefully, this is a learning lesson for them to maybe find a way for them to be more proactive, right? That's all it ever is. You know what I mean? Is like once something happens to you, you need to learn from it so that it doesn't happen to you again. So, but yeah, there's probably a few people that maybe still having some issues. I was letting the whole Hive OS like have 24 hours, and then tomorrow, if I see some rigs that are still having some issues, I'll go try to like troubleshoot them and try to fix them. I know things are still kind of wonky inside Hive OS. Retro Mike says worse than losing clock settings. My core clock and voltage settings were retained, but my SOC VDD settings were not restored. So the GPU was pulling the right amount, but the SOC was pulling way more. Yeah, there's been some weird stuff going on. You know what I mean? Definitely. Uh, that okay, and so I had to deploy a customer, like, well, several customers today because I was in the middle of doing it yesterday afternoon when this whole thing went down. So, like, I can't deploy people's stuff if I can't see it to make sure that all the GPUs come online, right? So I finished it up today, and there was one client that was at the end who had shipped his stuff not very well, and this person had several GPUs that were dead, damaged PCBs and everything like that. A broken shroud, and the fans broke off of it. Like it was like all the plastic was destroyed. Um, so yeah, we're there may be some new policies coming to the GPU section here because yeah, I spent a better half of a day troubleshooting this guy's stuff and trying to get it to work. So it was a long day. But I fixed a few ASICs too. I went over, after most of the day over the GPU farm, I fixed some ASICs. I figured I'd just jump on, say hi, what's up to everybody. English miner says Hive OS went down. My rig didn't continue mining like usual. Check Hero Miner's pool. Rig had no connection the entire time. Yeah. Un- in my opinion, though, like these other platforms like MMPOS and like Rave OS, I haven't used Kudo Miner or Kudos Miner or whatever it is. I mean, even the Nice Hash OS, I don't really care for any of them. I like I don't mean to be like a what I want to say like a Hive OS snob, but using Hive OS and then when you go to other platforms, you realize that they're just missing so many of the features that Hive OS has and the flexibility of Hive OS that honestly, I just don't really care for any of the other platforms, you know? I know that Retro Mike keeps talking about, like, Rainbow Miner, but I'm not familiar with it. Ugh. Now I gotta fly Craig in to fix my SOC settings, says Retro Mike. Oh, man. Oh, too funny. Congrats on getting 10K subs. Oh, I got 10K today? Oh, man, I didn't see. I guess the YouTube gods had showered upon me. Fully Electric says, I only got 8 GPU rigs, so I run my rigs on Linux and I use RSH to push my screen scripts when I want to swap miner algos. Okay. English Miner says, I'm fairly new to mining, and to be honest, so far my experience with Hiveos has been terrible. Nice Has OS isn't an option for me being in the UK. We need a 10K sub giveaway. Oh man, the giveaways. Like the last giveaway I did, I gave away like a 3070 Ti. I think that's when I like was that like at 5 or like 7. Oh, dude, that was like a $700 GPU at the time I gave away. Ugh. Rainbow Miner is good for GPUs like A2000s that are power limited, but overclocking capabilities are somewhat hard to manage. You just said static clocks, and I I do not want to overclock with Nvidia SMI. No, thank you. I will. That'll be a hard pass. No thanks. Oh man, Mr. Austin, longtime viewer. Dang man, appreciate you hanging around and being a member, Austin. I know we talked today, man. I appreciate it. 17 months of the most hashes. Yellowstone Mining asks, what would be your alternative if I had to switch? Okay. The one platform that I would really like if I had to pick one and I was looking at it is it's not there yet is going to be Flux, the Flux core, right? So I do know that the Flux team does has gotten at least the software or the code for the octominers to work in, so this way they can actually add to be able to add them into the Flux core. So this way you could see the octominer fans and tune all that stuff in there. So I'm hoping they do that soon. The one thing I don't like about Flux Core that they need to fix, at least if they want like somebody like me from like Terra using it, is you have to be local to manage the rigs. I need to be able to manage them remotely, right? To where like, because you have to be on the local network to be able to see all the rigs. You know what I mean? I can't use that. I need something like HiveOS where I can see a breakout of the farm. You know what I mean? So it's just it's just not there yet, but I'm very hopeful that it can get there because obviously like Flux has so much flexibility because they're designing everything themselves so they can implement or not implement whatever they want. Um, I've tried Rave OS, I've tried MMPOS. I don't like any of those. I tried Nice Hash OS. That's awful. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I use Hive because I like it, and I know that sometimes that there's times that they do go down, and I hope that they do work on these issues. But as far as the overclocking and the features you get of setting your SOCs and doing all this other stuff inside a Hive, it's super fluid, right? Now the GUI is not the prettiest, right? I will admit that. But as far as functionality, it works and it's great. Well, thank you for becoming a member, Fully Electric. Appreciate it, man. You didn't have to do that. I don't see anybody having all the features and core set that HiveOS has, right? That's kind of why everybody uses it. But in the same token, there has been times it does go down or they do have problems, right? But I think what they offer is just unmatched at this point. You know what I mean? In my opinion, right? MMPOS. Now, if you're in the UK, MMPOS might be something you might want to use because they are actually based out of the UK. So the latency for me was terrible being in Arizona, right? But if you're in the UK, then I could maybe recommend seeing you maybe use an MMPOS. They're not as great as Hive, but if I had to pick another platform, I think that would be my second choice, even though I wouldn't want to do it. Oh man, well thank you, Mr. Fully Electric, man, gifting 5 memberships, dude. Heck yeah. I don't know who got the memberships because I'm in StreamYard on my laptop, so I just see the StreamYard comments. It doesn't show me who actually won the members. So whoever is the new member, congratulations. And thank you, Mr. Fully Electric. Random Miner says HiveOS has been pretty solid for me in the past few years. It's pretty solid. Now I do say that a couple times a year there's usually a couple hiccups, right? But I think I think they're doing pretty good for how big their company is, right? Retro Mike asks, Mining King, what are your thoughts on HiveOS using all centralized servers for everything in a decentralized sector? The only thing we can run ourselves is a caching update server. I mean, I I understand why they do it. Um, I don't. I wish they. Yeah, I wish there was some way that we could run everything decentralized for HiveOS, or if people wanted the option to, right? That'd be really cool to like maybe like run like some kind of HiveOS node. You know what I mean? To offer like as like an incentive for people who run HiveOS. You know what I mean? I think that would be really cool. I just had like thought about that. English Miner says HiveOS hasn't been very stable for me, but I do like the GUI, etc., and the fact that more means I won't ever worry about the HiveOS costs. I don't know. I think they just changed their pay scale, and I don't know what it is. So yeah. What's up, DJ? I see all the 22s in the chat. Usually that means Mr. DJ Mines is in here. What's up, DJ? Crypto Craig's ass house is just that looks like yeah. I'm still cleaning it, unfortunately. Like there's over 200 rigs. As far as the building goes, the building's clean and the floor's clean. But I still do have to go through all the rigs. I just didn't get to that part today. So I had some ASICs to do and some people to get online today. So only one guy with two sets of hands, so I can only get done what I can get done. And Max, why is I go live and like everybody starts sending me like Discord messages? Oh, I don't know. I will check my Discord here in a minute. I got all these pings going on. Nicholas says I don't use HiveOS on any of my rigs. There are other mining OSs, right? Yeah, there is. Like I said, there's plenty of other ones. DJ says kids keep getting me a new sickness. Yeah, that definitely will happen. I when my kids were, really young, I see that it happens more when kids are younger, but still, even while kids are in school, man, they just everyone else like uses school as like a daycare, so they don't care if their like kids are sick or not. They just send them there and they just want to go to work, right? So they don't care if they're sick, and then their kids get your kids sick, and then they get you sick, and then everybody's after. Oh man, thank you, Austin, man. Man, all these gifted memberships tonight, man. Boy, gonna have all kinds of members now. Thank you, Austin, man, for the 5 gifted memberships, man. Appreciate it. And then Crypto Craig says, "Damn, I never win a membership." I thought you are a dedicated member, Crypto Craig. That hurts. Oh man. The English Mariner says my 2 RTX 3060 rig isn't earning me much at the moment, but I'm trying my hardest to save some cash each week to add more GPUs. Um, yeah, man. I can totally understand that. Everybody has other stuff going on in their lives, and we can only spend so much on mining. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I appreciate that, boss, just trolling me on the live stream. No, chump, I didn't get a chance. Look, I totally just spaced it, right? I turned it on because I just wanted to see if I could get the cards to come on, and then I went to the ASIC farm and I forgot about it. All right. I'm not trying to say I forgot about you, but I did. So I will work. I'm working on troubleshooting tomorrow, so I will try to fix your X12 tomorrow. And then uh Brian says I have more GPUs coming tomorrow. Uh, Brian, we have currently closed the GPU hosting, so please don't send down more GPUs. Please reach out to Hot Crypto Mining. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Frank? What's going on? Can you record it dropping it from the top row? Please and thank you. Oh, come on. All right, man. Jeez. Watch, I'll fix it. Don't worry. I actually fixed like Trump seeing that there was a lot of like dead octo miners like in the octo graveyard. I got about 5 of those things running. So that's that was pretty legit. I fixed about 5 of them. Uh Smash the like bros. It, is this like Panda's like alternate account because he always says that. He always says bros. King been using the Radiant wallet, very fast platform, might be the fastest. I like Radiant and I hold a lot of Radiant and I think it's a good project. I'm waiting for them to come to Tangent whenever that is. It was supposed to be last month, but it didn't happen. Same with Nexa and Dynex, right? They were also getting added and still nothing. I'm pretty disappointed. And then I Truth asks, "Do you know a good monitoring platform that also has electrical consumption on it and possibly a PDU management if it could support GPUs and ASICs? That would be nice." Okay, so technically, technically, in Foreman, you can add your HiveOS rigs. You just can't tune them from there. You can see them from there, but it gets a little messy, right? Um, if you were running your own Foreman at home, that would be fine. But obviously, like we can't do it at Terra for obvious reasons. But you could use Foreman at home to see your HiveOS rig, like if it's up, if it's binding, the power usage and all that stuff and everything like that. Now, if you had an octo miner, it pulls the power directly from the wall. So then you would know how much power you're using. Um, and then in Foreman, it does pull the power from the ASIC as well. Hey, Goat, what's going on, man? How you doing? Well, uh, what's with Radiant not caring or like saying they don't really care if the price goes up? Well, I mean, I kind of think that's like kind of like Flux, right? Like like it's great when the price goes up, right? Number go up, everybody happy, right? My stuff's worth more money, but when it comes to like development and things like that, um, you know, to me that shouldn't always matter, you know what I mean? Whether it goes up or not a bit, but I mean it's nice when it does, but I mean they're just saying that that's not going to affect how they run their project, right? Whether it goes up or down. They're going to keep on going on, on the train track that they're on. What happened to Hive Mapper? It is dog shit. Huh. I don't know. I sold mine right before it pumped. I think I sold to like Steven Cicero for like $100. He's one of my members. I regret it so much because then like 2 months later, they're selling for like $2,000. I'm like, I could have bought a freaking S19K with that stupid Hive Mapper thing. Um, Craig asks, are you mining with your 4090s? No. My 4090s are on the Flux Edge in their closed testing circuit that they have. Their closed group for testing Flux proof of useful work. So I'm not mining on them. They're on their private developer platform right now, which is why I can't share my screen and show you guys stuff. Maybe one day. DJ says, I'm shocked the radio didn't pump with the halving coming. That's usually when coins pump and then they dump post halving. Don't know. Gen 1 cameras ripped to the beat. I ordered one of those things like back in like when did they email me? Like January. Oh yeah, upgrade to the B. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I'll get it, I don't know, in a year or something. Like this seems kind of like the like rack wireless thing all over again with like the helium hotspot miners. Like you order it and you gotta wait like 9 months to get it. It's ridiculous. Wait, that was you that bumped me from the top of the I don't know, maybe. Oh, English miner asks, what is everybody GPU mining at the moment? Trying to build a good bag of Pyron and lithium. Hmm. I only have one GPU rig that's up right now, and Panda still has it, and it's mining Raven. I'm not sure what I was thinking that day. Like, yeah, I'll just donate my rig to mine Raven for a year. Like, I should have waited till like a better coin was being offered, right? Like Radiant or something like that, right? Like, I'm gonna like lose money on Raven coin. It's gonna be awful. I think Banna still has like another 5 months with that rig. It's not looking good. I'll be happy to get it back though. Those little 6600s though, man, those Sapphire 6600s, they just run forever. No problems. Vincent, they had some database issues yesterday or whatever. I think it was like a corrupted database. Yes, Crypto Craig, I am coming to Mining Disrupt. Yes, I will be there, sir. We could have some whiskeys and go to the Hard Rock and go play some cards. How you doing, Royce's Adventure? At home crypto miner says, as much as AMD is annoying to deal with, once you get them tuned, they run nonstop, almost better than Nvidia. See, I mean, look, most people don't like to tune the AMD cards, right? Because you gotta like, you got to like You got to tune the core. You got to tune the memory. You got the memory clock. You got the memory controller voltage. You got the core voltage. You got the SOCs and all that stuff. But I think it's just like if you learn to tune that first before you bought Nvidia cards, it's kind of like this. Like when I learned how to drive, right? My dad's truck. I took my driving test in my dad's 78 F-250 manual. All right. Okay. That's what I took my driving test in. And he's just like, if you don't drive this truck, okay, you're not driving nothing else. Because you got to learn how to drive a stick. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. Because if you could drive a stick, you can drive a manual. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like tuning AMD is like tuning a manual, right? And Nvidia is like, like the automatic. Yes, and everybody, please check your Hiveos stuff if you haven't today. They were down. I know people's overclocks got all messed up and moved around, and just please go pay attention to your rigs so they don't catch on fire. Cards melt. Northeast Crypto Miner, thanks for the super chat, man. 4.99. Thanks for everything today, Money King. Keep all the Terra Army informed and help me all protect hardware. Hey, appreciate it, man. Yeah, I just try to inform people when stuff happens, and it breaks and stuff like that. English Miner says, personally, I'm an Nvidia person. The whole voltage control, etc. Da da da. Just a slap in a bit. Hey, I mean, look, I know some people that have some Nvidia cards, and I know there's, we got. I know a client that has like 30 Octa miners that we have here. Then they're all Nvidia, right? He won't even buy any AMD. I get it, but I'm gonna tell you, when I did mine, look, I still have GPUs, right? And I have both still. But my favorite cards, like my absolute favorite, were the 6700 XTs. Those cards could be tuned so efficiently, it's ridiculous. My my overall favorite card was the 6700 XT. Well, hey Nick, I appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. Glad you liked the video. I know it wasn't like super good quality. I was recording it with my phone and stuff, but I took it apart anyways, and I figured I'd make some content about it. Um, okay, landmine crypto. I'm assuming this is referring to me in my S19K purchases I bought. Why invest in Bitcoin miners when you can invest in other hardware that can earn more Bitcoin than? I'm assuming you're referring to like Caspa miners. I did have a KS1 a while back and I sold it. Um, the the reason I don't like the other altcoin miners, it's in particular Caspa, right? Is the simple fact of the emission scale of around 5%, of the emission going down every month on top of increased hash rate that's like explosive, as well as I think that the price is being driven by Bitmain and other ASIC manufacturers right now. So to me, it just makes me more leery, right? It's like, okay, if a brand new company came out and we'll just call it Dog with Hat AI, it's a brand new company, it's doing some AI, right? Or would you rather go with Microsoft? That's like Bitcoin, right? It's like tried and true, established, Fortune 500 company or brand new startup. It's kind of like what do you want to go with, right? In your portfolio. What's your risk tolerance, right? Um, and thank you at home crypto miner for the 1999 super chat, man. Did you just do two of those? What are you doing? Thank you for the constant communication from Tara. Get yourself a coffee with this. I appreciate that, man. The coffees are very expensive. I had to get a second one today. Any miner. Well, I mean, what do you the reason I chose Bitcoin miners is that they're just really established, right? And I know their value is going to go up, right? It's a very low risk compared to like buying other things, you know what I mean? And at home crypto miner, I also use this for a haircut. I do need a haircut. It has been a while. You can see that my hair is not very well kept right now. I'm on the road, so I mean, I don't even know if there even is a haircut place here in Kansas. And honestly, after I worked all day, I you can ask like Hawk or anybody. After I'm done with work and I get to, whether it would be my house or my hotel or wherever I'm staying, I'm probably not leaving, right? Once I get here, I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. What do you just do another 9.99? What are you doing at home? This guy, man, like 50 bucks. What are you doing? And the tip. I appreciate it at home crypto miner. Thank you, sir, for the super chats. Thank you. And then Crypto Craig with the one two with the $12.34, the 1234 Starbucks fund. Thanks for all the communication. Thank you, Crypto Craig. I mean, Crypto Craig, you've donated more than enough to my Starbucks fund, over this last year. King with Beard AI. So I nothing asked, why didn't I go with something more powerful like the S21? Well, I got these S19Ks at a really great price, right? And I actually got more hash rate for my money, right? Now, granted, that would be more overall wattage, but you have to think about it like this. This is how I'm thinking about it. Okay. Let's say we're in the bull run, right? Let's say I had some S21 Pros or S21s or whatever. Okay. Those things are going for like 15, 20 grand each, right? Whatever. Okay. What's easier to sell? A 15, $20,000 miner or like a five to $8,000 miner? How many more people can afford $5,000 to $8,000 versus something that's way more expensive, right? See, I'll be able to quickly sell my machines compared to buying the more expensive ones, right? Little Timmys will be just lining up everywhere, hopefully. Oh, I am, yeah, dude, the Caspa miners. Okay, yeah. Yeah, landmine. Oh yeah, it's not an argument at all, man. I'm just the Caspa ASICs make me very leery. Um, I know some people that have had to have their Caspa miners worked on, and it's not cheap, you know. So oh yeah, yeah, I get it, man. It's all good. Hey, man. Hey, yeah, I just and look, this is my secret weapon right here is Crypto Craig. He gives me all of my advice. He is my financial advisor. Is Mr. Crypto Craig. Yep, hotel stream. Yep. And yep, you're right. Even the Bitmain KS3s and KS5 have had issues. Yes, I think all the Caspa miners are having issues. Um, so it's just now Bitmain does have a reduced warranty, right, on any altcoin, right? Even the E9s or the L7s or any of that, they only have a 180-day warranty versus their Bitcoin miners, which have a full year, right? So I like it from that perspective. And I think, Bitcoin ASICs are much more established than these altcoin miners that just come out. Oh man, I would not get an X5. Yeah. See, this is to me, this is the issue too. When you come into these altcoins, like from Bitmain or whatever, is they only produce like so many units, right? Like you're not going to see 10,000 KS5 miners somewhere, right? You're going to see like 100,000 S21s, right? You're going to see huge farms of Bitcoin mining, right? Just thousands of them. That's why people get trained in it. That's why they get their certifications in their classes because people buy like truckloads of these things. So, um, it's just these other ones, I feel like the one-offs, they just tend to break more, and there's a limited run of parts. There's a limited amount of techs who are willing to work on it or who can even fix it. You know what I mean? So when you get these altcoins, I feel like it's more risk that I have to take on. And so I started to and this is just me personally, right? You guys obviously if you guys want to 10x and do all that stuff, you guys can do that, right? Me, I kind of went for more of the moderate risk, which is like to me mining Bitcoin, right? Like if I had a if you're looking at all these other projects, right? Bitcoin is the more established one, right? So 75% of my profits of my Bitcoin I hold, right? The other 25% I put into other projects I want to put into five, five other projects. I limited myself, except for all the GPU coins I've already previously mined. Those are all just sitting in bags. But my five other ones, they all have to be on Tangent, and I only do those five, no other ones. And this is to just reduce my risk because I'm trying to treat it kind of like how my financial guy who like manages all my stocks and everything for me, right? You got stuff that's going to make you like a guaranteed, almost 10%, right? Every year, right? It's like a low risk stuff, right? And then you have like a moderate risk, you know what I mean? I'm trying to treat it more like a stock portfolio and like risk management than just saying, hey, I want to mine this because hey, number go up, I'm going to make 100x. You know what I mean? I mean, they're not all going to do that. It's unrealistic, you know. And who knows? Maybe my strategy is totally wrong. Fully Electric says, I'm hoping to get four of them. What are you trying to get four of? Retro Mike says he wishes he can get an X5. I know that we have one X5 and it has a hashboard out for repair. So, and it's not looking good. It's like not looking good. So I wouldn't get the X5s. I think even Panda, didn't Panda have problems with his X5 when he got it? I could have sworn he did, right? I'm pretty sure he is. Oh, I am not buying that hunk of garbage gold shell. Oh my, okay. I know everybody loves the Lithium little gold shell box, and I just want everyone to remember the KD Max. I just want everyone to just take a minute, remember the KD Max. Profitability was destroyed overnight. Okay, gold shell has rarely ever produced a very long stem, long sustaining, high profitability ASIC ever. To me, I would not be buying a gold shell. I wouldn't even be buying an Ivy Link. Ice River is yet to be determined. So far, their manufacturing has had some defects in it, right? Which, you know, stems from quality. To me, it's like I would just wait for Bitmain. Chuck Danger, it doesn't always mean more reward. Sometimes it just means you lose more money. Four of the Elysium boxes? Are you out of your mind? That's like $60,000. I think you would make literally more money if you bought $60,000 of lithium than buying those boxes. Oh, man. 60 grand? Whew. Dude, I would yeah, that is big PP energy. 60 grand in gold shell ASICs. Never, never, ever would I ever do that. I mean, you just know Bitmain's gonna have something 10 times, at least 10 times as more powerful than those little boxes. Englishman says, hearing people buy the X6 make me kind of my rig is built from a cheap ass rock. Hey man, when I first started, I had one rig. Now, granted, I was during the time of Ethereum mining, right? Like I built that thing in like late 2020, early 2021, and it was like either December or January. And honestly, man, I had one rig, and I mined on that one rig. I saved all my profits. I bought another motherboard. I bought another power supply. I bought one more GPU. Saved. I just like kept rolling it over and rolling it over. And yeah, it took me like a good year to get some good steam to have the farm like start really turning things over, right? But it got good in the end. You're making like 3, 4 grand a month and profit after Ethereum. So yeah, man. I mean, everybody starts somewhere. Everybody the first card I decided to mine with and I bought, I didn't even I tested it on my gaming PC, right, with the nice ass stuff. The little one click miner like everybody usually tries, right? Because I was like, there's no way this stuff's like real. And I mined it on a 5600 XT, right? I'm like, "Oh, man, there's no way this shit really works." Okay, so, like, I bought a motherboard, I bought a power supply, and I bought 1 GPU because I wanted to still play games, right, with my buddies and stuff. So, I bought a 3070, and back then, they were starting to get scalped, right? Just a little bit, right? It was like 700 bucks is what I paid for it, for that one Zotac 3070. So, and I started mining with that thing, and then I bought the I bought, more cards and more cards and slowly just built the farm out. Let's see here. Anybody really understand the level of knowledge we have in this community and why we are not making figures on a community effort? Ooh, a 1066 gig first card? Nice. Nice. Dude, the 1066 gig, man, was like one of the longest like standing gaming cards ever. So many people bought that card. That card was a tank. Like, I think that at one point was the most used card on Steam for many, many years. It still might be. So, um, I got about like 10 more minutes and then I have to do and then I'll try to raid over to Hawk. But Hawk, you'll have to, if you're listening, you're gonna have to tell me how to do that. Oh yeah, 1080. Yep, 1080s were also legendary as well. So, yep, another good card. It was an A out. uh it's just it was just fun to get into it, right? I like building computers. I built computers for my friends, you know what I mean, my family, and I was always just the geek. And then like I just remember one day at work, I was sitting there drinking my coffee before the bell was gonna ring to start working at my plant, and this red panda mining guy showed up on my YouTube because mostly I just watch like Jay's Two Cents and like Gamers Nexus and people like that. You know what I mean? I'd watch those guys a lot. And this red panda mining guy came up, and it was I, I don't remember which video it was exactly, but it was like a first person view of him just building a mining rig, right? Because he never showed his face. And at first I thought that was just weird, right? Because everyone else did it. But I'm like, okay, maybe this guy has like really important job somewhere and he can't like let you know who he is, whatever. But it was you know, it I just seen that and I was like, this guy is taking this, mining this crypto stuff and selling it and making real money. I'm like, this could be something, right? I was like, this could totally be me. It's like combining like some, my favorite hobby, which is building computers and like messing around with technology. So to me, it was just like another hobby for me to get into, right? And it just happens to make extra income. So it was just a bonus. You built your kid a water cooled PC? Man, dude, that's legit, dude. A custom loop 1080? Man, I only gave my kid a 3060 Ti. A gigabyte one because I hate it. It doesn't overclock worth a shit, but he could game on it though. So all right, guys, 5 more minutes or so, and then I'm gonna try and raid this thing. See. I gotta remember how Hawk taught me how to do this. I only did it as a one time. See if I can try to get this raid thing to work here. Like this Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi here in this hotel is like so awful right now. It is the worst. Nope. Can I click this? Okay. I remember you have to go in here into the stream itself. I do remember that part. Stream settings. No, man. I'm probably gonna break something. Oh boy. Where is the 20 GPU rig? Yeah, I mean the 1080s, man. 1080s, I think that was one of the best GPUs ever made because I mean you could still game on that thing. You know what I mean? You could still game on that. It's a crazy GPU to withstand time this long and still be, you know what I mean, like, like relevant, you know what I mean, is insane in my opinion here. Uh, yeah, Hawk. I'm having problems here. Man, where is my engineer when I need him? Where is my engineer? Oh, I think I may have it maybe. Ah, here you go. Redirect. There we go. Hey, I did it. Heck yeah, I figured it out. There we go. Fully Electric says I used to build Mustang race cars as a hobby. OMG, I've done more money in the hobby than crypto. Yeah, I used to be into cars too. I was kind of more of a JDM fan myself. I've had a 92 EG and 95 EJ. I'm kind of more of a Civic guy. Couple LSV Tech builds. So yeah, I've dumped lots of money in cars too, and you never ever get that money back from from the car. when you spend money customizing a car and doing all this stuff to it, it's just to your liking, and you'll never get all that value back out. And thank you everyone who super chatted tonight, and thank you for everybody who gifted memberships. I guess I need to drum up a 10K giveaway. Maybe I'll do that soon. I'll figure out. Maybe I'll give away, I don't know. Maybe I could either give away some Bitcoin or maybe some Bitcoin hash power or something like that. Or I'll figure something out here. Figure out something to give away for the 10K. Ooh, there you go. I like that. 240 SX. See, that era right there, those early 90 cars, man, those are dude, that's my era right there. Automatic beats, no way. I am not giving away an S19K. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't have enough. I need more. I need about another 300 more. Need 300 more. All right, guys. I'm gonna go for like I think I have to go to he starts going though, right? Because it won't redirect you till he starts. He's starting in like 4 minutes. I'll go for 4 more minutes. That way we make it an even. Mining King Alethea will be $100 plus. You're saying that you think Alethea is gonna go over $100? Whew, man. I'm I don't think so. 10 minutes to midnight. We'll be here for the Mining King 100K party. Yeah, I wish. Cut the 440 lame. Uh-oh, we got another 87 300 ZX. Oh, TT Swan. There you go. I don't Yeah, the 300 ZXs, they're pretty cool cars. Oh, yeah, get those S19Ks, man. They're tried and true, man. Battle tanks. They're definitely, to me, one of the best ones to get into. Um, I don't know. That kinda depends if the company's gonna go. Um, if the company's going, then I might go. We'll have to see. It ki When is that, Crypto Craig? I don't remember. Is that before or after Mining Disrupt? Is that before? Just started to hit me right now. Like, I started streaming, like, right when I walked in the door, now that I sat here for a minute. I got a little tired. After in July, like, end of July. It's gonna be, like, super swampy out there in Nashville. Why does everything have to be in the summertime? Why can't it be, like, in the spring or, like, in the fall when the weather's not, like, so damn hot? Like, uh, I like the winter months better. I prefer them. Alright, guys. I appreciate you hanging out. We're gonna go raid Mr. Hot Crypto Mining, so let's go see what he's doing.